Hi, this is Chuck here. This is the unboxing of the UK version of the Nest Learning Thermostat. It has just arrived over here in Great Britain. I've managed to get my hands on one pretty quickly. As you can see, the usual packaging, nice and neat, usual Apple design kind of thing. If you wanted one of these straight away, when they first came out, you could have got them for £179 with free installation. At the moment, they are still £179, but you also have a £70 installation fee, which is highly recommended by Nest themselves. I'm quite a techie person, but I'm still not happy playing with my boiler. So I've gone for the free installation, and we'll be getting that in about a week. After I had the Nest installed for a while, I'll also do a product review. Okay, as you can see, the packaging is the usual standard neat packaging, all nice and straightforward with a sliding top. Lots of information on the outside of the box, general usage, how to use it. The way you can identify the UK version compared to the US version is on the front of the box there. You can also see it's in 20 degrees, whereas in the US you would see that saying something like 79. So once we've got this open, you can see first of all the Nest thermostat. It has a very good weight to it. It feels like a very quality product. As you can see, it's the newer version, which has the full ring that you can turn around the outside, unlike the first generation, which was just the front part of the ring. On the back, you have the USB port at the top. I think it's a micro USB port for power if you're plugging it into a wall socket, and beneath that, just the general input-output socket for the back plate. I'll just place it to one side for now. Then we pull out the usual instructions and installation guide and whatnot. This gives you a very basic installation guide. This is why I wasn't very sure of doing it myself. This one just tells you that they recommend you get it installed by a professional installer. The next goes through the general usage of the Nest thermostat, how to set all the features, the layout, all the benefits, how on say through day 1 to day 2 and day 30, and how it will set itself up and give you energy reports, how much you've used. So the usual go-ins there. And then we have this is the setup guide here, which gives you the wiring diagrams of how to set up your boiler, but every boiler is different, so it's a bit different. This is the USB plug. If you don't have the power coming from your boiler, you can use this USB plug to set it up. This is the heat link, which actually connects directly to your boiler. So the boiler plugs directly to this, and there's two power cables come out of that, and it can go to your thermostat to power your thermostat if you don't want to use the USB cable. Here we have the back plate, which actually the wall mounting section. This is the part that fixes to the wall and is either powered directly from the heat link through your existing power cables, or you can there's also a USB port on the back of this, which allows you to power the Nest thermostat via a USB port. Comes with a little spirit level so you can get things nice and level. Once again, it feels like quality build. Next in the box we have a number of screws. These look like wall mounting. Got a couple of screws so you can screw it directly into plasterboard or some wood. And then we have some additional screws for if you want to put it onto replacing like a faceplate or something like that. But also note, I've found out that the heat link itself has one button on the front of it. That button is a setup button and a reset button. I've been told if you press the heat link button once the unit is installed, it can reset the device, making things a bit complicated. If you hold it down for about 20 seconds, the unit will actually reset and you have to go through the setup procedure again. Here we have the USB cable if you are powering by the USB port. Nothing particularly special here. I do believe it's a micro USB. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. You also have 3 sticky cable ties, which I believe would stick to the wall to hold the USB cable off to the wall, so it's not just dangling down, to keep things nice and tidy. So these have little sticky peel backs which stick to the wall, and that would grip your cable to keep things all nice and tidy. Didn't expect to see these in the box. Just put those to one side, and here we have the back plate. This is what we'll be using if you were replacing an existing thermostat, which is the same size. If it's a new wall, then you can just mount the thermostat directly to the wall, but if you're covering up some bad decorating, you need one of these. I've just got my tape measure so I can take a few measurements. So you can see here that the back plate is just under 15 centimeters by just under 11 centimeters. So if your existing thermostat is any bigger than 15 centimeters by 11 centimeters, this won't cover up your bad decorating skills, so you may need to put a bit more paint on the wall. Let's pop it up one side. The size of the thermostat, if you're mounting that directly onto your wall, is just under 8 centimeters, so about 7.5 centimeters there for you. And the wall holes that you're mounting on the wall will be about 6 centimeters apart. The heat link itself, the holes for the heat link about 9 centimeters apart, and the unit is about 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters by the looks of things. There we go, done with the measuring. Standard USB cable, looks to be a couple of meters long. That looks about right. I believe the instruction will give you an exact measurements of how long that will be. Back to the thermostat, it's on the front of here, got the little sticky tab which we remove. Under there, I believe are the temperature sensors and heat sensors, all the sensors, the motion sensors the unit uses to control itself. And there it is, the Nest thermostat. Here we have the heat link and all the connections it has. So the ones on the left connect to the boiler. The first 2 are the power for the heat link. The next 3 are connecting to the boiler. There's 2 on the right which will go directly to your Nest thermostat. Now this is just to supply power. It still communicates wirelessly to control the boiler, so it does need to be connected to a Wi-Fi network. This also has a USB port. I'm not quite sure as well. Thank you very much.